Seattle. Welcome to our first show with the Black Swedes, who are the very first guest. We're here backstage. They just did a sound check. And you guys got a new album come out. And I want to ask you about that. You know when this album's actually going to come out?
Early May?
Yep. May 7th, probably. May 7th.
Is it going to be a release show, or is...
Yes. Undetermined, but yes.
We're working on it.
Think you're going to tour with it, or...?
Yeah.
Talking about it.
Yep.
Big tour, small tour?
I think we'll probably do a series of shorter tours, and then depending on how that works out, we'll probably try to do something a little bit longer. But I think the benchmark's trying to do 10 days at a shot, and then we'll go farther from there.
Awesome. What's the title?
Phase.
Phase.
Yeah.
How'd you get that title? This is your fourth album, right? Correct?
Sir.
Technically, yeah.
Count the 4 records out.
Yeah.
I'm new.
Yeah, we've done a few records.
Yeah, I knew you had a couple.
It kind of comes from there is people I think try to stay within a certain sound, and I think naturally when you're making art you go through phases, and so when things don't sound like the previous work, people get kind of jarred, and it's acknowledging that this is just a phase. And also, thank you. I think that there is something really compelling about looking at whether things are in phase or out of phase, whether it's in your life or sonically or whatever. So it's acknowledging both of those things that we've been thinking about. Very
cool. During your sound check, I noticed that I saw you probably 3 years ago. I think it was at the High Dive, and it was a good show, kind of mellowish. And during the sound check, I heard a song that was a little bit more balls in your wall. Have you guys
just a
face? So what makes this album different from your other albums?
Everything.
Pretty much everything.
Process, content, everything that we did before, we didn't do on this album. Like, a lot of times we'd have Ian would have a song almost fully formed, and we'd kind of move from there and add to it, take away, that kind of stuff. And then, so with this one, a lot of stuff started with just like one person, one idea here, one idea there, one idea here, and then we would piece it together, kind of.
The process we went through, as far as records go, that was one of the smoothest processes I've ever gone through doing a record. And I kind of, dove in all the parts, but we were really prepared for it. Yeah. It was really refreshing. So
there was actually one moment when Ian, Matt, and I all sitting down drinking, where we had lost the drummer that we were playing with. We were trying to figure out what we were going to do, if we were going to kind of continue to do more of kind of the quiet, mellower, this is my heartbreaking sort of stuff, to kind of what we were trying to do. And there were probably more than a few drinks involved, but we all decided that whatever we were going to do, we were going to do everything that we could do really well individually together. And I think, I believe that this record kind of captures that, and it's pretty much everything that we all do individually together in a very cohesive way, and it works out.
Yeah, it's the first band record. Like the first record we did, Tempest, was a collection of songs that I had written, and Matt and I flushed up together, and well, you wrote some stuff as well. But it was whatever. It was less collaborative. It was just we sonically had a good groove together, and our goal was to always just kind of be sleepy time. And if we could make ourselves cry or someone else cry, it was a good night.
Or go to sleep.
Or go to sleep. Or feel like a nap. And that's not really it's not that fun for very long.
Especially live, but kind of.
Yeah, it is. It's hard.
Well,
and
that was pretty much the thing.
And then the next project we did was an experiment in first impressions. So we had 8 songs, things I've tried to misplace, and we just let a group of musicians respond to it. And I think every track was a second take.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we did one or two more things, and then this is the first band approach, where everyone writes a little bit. We got song ideas, you pass them off to people, and so that's why
they kind of let me do my thing.
Whatever Andy wants.
You guys didn't really dictate a whole lot to me.
No,
there was a couple things here and there, but
we had some ideas.
At least in front of your face,
what's that?
At least in front of your face.
Yeah,
right.
I would play.
No, we had a plan.
They had someone retrack them after it.
You just found out.
Well,
it's going to be a rough show.
What song are you most excited about from the new album, each of you?
My favorite song on the record is Pain Called Heaven, and it's
Slow
It's a
jam.
dark, slow jam. It's really sexy. It's got a lot of. It has some reference to kind of the older material, but it's dark and really sexy and a lot of fun to play.
I would say a song called Apron. Just because it's probably the most like angular, and then it has just a super fun, catchy, like feel good chorus. I'm super proud of that one. Yeah.
Don't take mine.
They could be the same. Sorry.
No.
No, we both have the same favorite song that we've talked about. This
We have. So this is difficult.
Say it.
No.
I'll chime in.
I actually, there's a song called, it's not on, it's what we are releasing next month.
Oh, right.
And there's 2 songs we recorded before we recorded this record, and they kind of sat with us for a while, and we finally finished them up. So we're putting them out before the record comes out, and it's called "Waiting For," and I hated the song. Like when we recorded it, I did not like the song, and that happens when you're not writing all the songs anymore. But it's the best. It kills me now. I'm really excited.
I like Rest. It's one of like the softer, more pretty, sad songs. But it has like a really great feel and a really great energy. Everything just came out good with that. The way we recorded it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably like the most involved. Like we thought about how we were going to record it.
We did some weird, especially with the drums too. We did some.
Yeah.
Josh did some weird stuff that ended up sounding really great.
Yeah.
I played with different like mallets.
Yeah.
On it.
We turned off all the lights. We didn't tell Ian about the ending.
Yeah.
No, it was a surprise ending.
But the whole vibe of the song just came out really beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of space.
Really proud
Something
of it,
that we didn't do a lot of. We didn't make a lot of space in this record with that song. That's a lot of.
Where'd you guys record it? Ask that.
London Bridge.
London Bridge.
Yeah.
That's a very nice studio.
Yep.
Yeah.
What made you guys go there? Just because it's a very nice studio? Or
Our buddy, I think
Something else.
our buddy Josh Evans wanted to go there, so we have to oblige him when he asks for things.
He's not only our buddy, but he's also our producer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the 5th Swede.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
And
very
he might not think that, but
But
once
he
he hears
is.
this,
He
he
is.
will.
Yeah.
It's so convincing.
yeah. Have we recorded them before? We had, right?
Yeah, we recorded.
Yeah, we recorded the first 2 songs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for and Giants were there.
Yeah.
How much is improvised during your live shows? Do you guys go with a straight set list, or do you go in, or do you improvise, or how's that work?
Lately, we've been kind of elongating some.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Some
guy.
Matt's work.
We let Matt kind of go a little crazy,
Shred.
Yeah.
Shred hour.
Yeah.
Matt shreds. Yeah.
and he sounds great.
Like I pick up a violin and
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got like a screwdriver.
Just-
guitar on the
We
stand.
don't do it that much, but lately, let's say at practice, we've been kind of like elongating some parts where he's kind of doing his thing, and
Yeah.
it sounds cool.
And there's some looseness to the parts. I think we allow enough space. Like Andy
Right,
surprises
right.
us every now and then with some amazing fills.
Happiness.
And I
Yeah.
improv the lyrics from time to time. Yeah. Because you feel different. Like, I don't remember the words.
Yeah.
Is there one song that you like? I'm a musician too, and there's one song that we used to kind of keep in the middle. Is there one song you keep in the middle of your set list that you're like, I know this is the most comfortable song, just in case it's a bad, crappy show, I can bring everything back together?
Great.
That's a
We
That's
should
an
really
awesome
consider
idea.
that.
We haven't thought that far ahead.
No, but that's wow.
We play our.
That's a
I think
good
we play the
idea.
most difficult songs first, which is
Right.
We totally do, which is a
You should,
horrible
you should let
idea.
yourself warm up. But
That's good. Well,
I mean, arguably, the set fits the way that it fits, but we probably should play some of those harder songs a little
Later.
bit later in the set. That'd be great.
I think
Sometimes it goes great, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah.
Pink Called Heaven does that a little bit, right? If we are not really
I think a
doing
Pink
well,
Called Heaven is one of the ones,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Really
it's a catch-up song.
accessible and yeah.
What song comes out, cover-wise, comes out most in practice? Or do you guys get in there and just, bam, we're playing our own
We
song?
usually just knock
gotta
the
be that
set
riff.
out.
Yeah.
We're doing that one cover the post.
So we do have a cover.
We are playing a cover tonight, which
We usually don't do.
yeah, it's a bit of a departure.
We'll muddle around with Pearl Jam 10.
Yeah.
There was
Jeremy.
Entire album?
Jeremy. Yeah.
We try to go as long as we can, and then when someone forgets a part, we're like, oh, we can't play it
there was one inevitable drunk night where I think we made it like 6 tracks, 7 tracks.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
And
That's
actually-
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's always that times that you just leave the whole set behind and just go
Just
your
keep
own.
going. Yep.
Mhm.
Or somebody else's way.
Yeah.
Somebody else's way instead of your own. Sometimes it's just boring to play your own songs. You're just like,
Yeah.
give me a freaking break.
section.
Alright, it's time for 6 out of 60.
6 out of 60.
Awesome.
What happens? I'm excited.
I have 60 questions here,
Oh,
Okay.
and you have to choose 6.
Okay.
And we'll,
Just by the number.
Just by the number, we'll read it and we'll discuss it, talk about it, answer it. All that good stuff.
21.
Sit. Okay.
You want number 21. Number 21 is, do you agree that Norm Macdonald is the funniest man alive? And if not, who is?
Do I dream or do I
Agree.
Oh, agree. I'm sorry. Norman Macdonald?
He said his moments.
I
I don't agree.
That's,
1, 2, 3.
Funny stuff.
Louis
C.K. It's Louis C.K. I mean, it's an easy. I feel like it's
I
one
like Penthouse Walnut.
Oh, that was like 3 years ago. Sorry, wherever you are.
Really
That's,
bad. We're doing this one.
hopefully
I mean, 3 years ago was really
Standard.
good. 49.
49. What is your favorite meal that you cook yourself?
Tuna casserole.
That was quick.
That was exciting.
Eggplant parm. I'm kidding.
That sounds very in-depth.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's okonomiyaki. It's a Japanese meal. It's almost like a cabbage pancake. It sounds really good, right?
I'm Irish and that doesn't sound good.
I like to make my own pasta dishes. Like I made a mean ricotta feta, like a Granny Smith apple.
Can you make me some
ravioli?
What?
Really,
Why
really
put
good.
apples in your pasta?
in a ravioli, and then I make my own tomato-based sauce, and I do a little bit of pesto on the inside too. Nice big Olive Garden style.
Olive Garden style. I just put it back down. I was all super stoked, and then all I could picture was a lot of free bread.
No.
7.
Lowballing.
If the 11 o'clock news showed up at your front door, why would that be?
Whoa.
Let's just take this in. There was a time when I lived with a guy, and we would come home. My cousin and I were living together with this guy, and we would come home, and he would kill the lights. He would like cut the power off, and then him and maybe some other people he would organize would then rush the house like a SWAT team, like
In SWAT gear.
In SWAT gear, like he was.
Night goggles, lasers.
What?
Yeah, no shitting
You
you.
never-
And
you
he
never
would
had
like
that?
laser beams would be everywhere, and he would just shoot like it was like Nerf guns. But it was terrible.
Sounds like laser cats.
Laser guns. I think that people would see that. We were also flying. It was like during the Libyan Revolution. We had he was flying the flag from our house.
Oh God.
Sounds.
Anyway, that was
terror.
I would be in jail for him.
Noise complaints.
Nice.
Yeah, probably nice.
Noise complaints.
I'm gonna go with 37.
37.
There's a lot of sevens.
Ever been starstruck, John?
Just right now.
Oh.
I'm trying to think if I was ever starstruck. I haven't really. I mean, I've met folks, but I haven't been like. No starstruck.
When a few times. Modest Mouse was playing my work. I used to work for the city. I used to work for the city, and they were playing down at the Mohai now, right? It was like a surprise show, and Johnny Marr had just joined the band, and so I hid in the HR room so that I could like be there after hours, and then I ran into him. I walked out of the office, and he was there, and I just was like. I just drooled on myself. I
Didn't even say words. Like bleh.
It was stupid. But I met Nels Klein, and he was very nice. So I didn't have any problems with that. I should have, but I didn't.
I met Steve Gadd once. He's a great session drummer. My dad sold a house to the guy that taught him how to play drums. And a guy named John Beck invited me to the Steve Gadd clinic in Rochester, where I'm from, and I was freaking out. He's one of the greatest drummers of all time. So I was pretty starstruck then.
I'm
Street.
trying to think. I met John Doe one day after it was like they had an X reunion show in LA when I was living down in LA. And I was like, he was really tall, so that was intimidating.
He was really tall.
I met him for the No Vote Left Behind. Played with Grantley Phillips and John Bryan. Actually, I was a little starstruck by John Bryan.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I let him borrow bass gear for that show, and it was weird. And it was just like, it's like, holy shit, John Bryan is playing my gear.
It was his work on the second Kanye record, right?
It was the Elliott Smith shit that he did.
Yeah.
It's true. Crazy.
42.
Oh, look at
Wow.
that.
42.
Did any of you ever own Natalie Merchant's Tiger Lily CD?
Yes.
I did not.
Why? Really?
There's only one.
I mean, I don't think I purchased it. I
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
came into my belongings. Many of my cousins.
I
did.
didn't buy it.
What was it, 95?
I wouldn't have listened.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're so
Something like that.
good.
No.
Just smooth.
I think I've only heard the one song. I don't
Am
know.
I alone?
Yep.
Am I alone?
I had Jill Sobule. That's the closest thing to that.
Huh.
That
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
She was the
I
one who
too
did,
focused on that one.
I
who wrote the
Kissed a
song "I
Girl."
Kissed a Girl." Not
No.
not
I mean,
not
that
Girl,
Katy Perry
but
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
that. And I think as a point of our cover tonight, I think our last question has to be 23.
Flavors.
23. What venue has the cleanest bathrooms in the city?
Barboza.
No. Last time I was there, like,
Really?
I mean, nothing against Barboza. I think the door was broken or something. It was
Oh.
the lock was broken off. It was clean though. It was very clean.
This place's bathroom's pretty clean, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crocodile keeps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't vouch for
It used
the
to
old
not be
Crocodile.
that.
Yeah, no.
Great bathroom.
Yeah, the whole Crocodile was
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
It was not so
That was
much.
before.
That was impressive.
I never went to the old Crocodile, but this is
Oh man.
clean.
Yeah, I didn't see the Croc.
Very clean.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, guys, I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you on the first show.
Yeah.
And see ya.